どうも、皆さん、こんばんは、真白翔です。今回もアウターワールドをやっていきたいと思います。でね、前回の続きですね。めっちゃいっぱいある。あ、そうか。メイ何からやってもいいのか。あ、なるほど。まあ、ちょっと目の前にあるこれをやりましょう。どのミッションかわかりませんが。セドリックに連絡する。
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
わーお。ブラックホールパーティー。ああ、なるほど。うん。なんかボロボロだな。ピレウス宇宙港。あ、パールバティは嫌いだね、ここの人たち。
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug.
スラッグ。
Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm! Draw!
うん。俺は捜査官だ。余計な詮索をするのが仕事なんだよ。わかった。とんだ茶番だな。まあ、とりあえず一番かな。
Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again.
うん。スラッグが調査を頼んできたっていうのに、今度は俺の死を望んでるのか？
Quick, everyone!
あ、戦闘になっちゃうんだ。まあいいか。あ、すごい。青色と赤色のダメージが出る、これ。けど、すげえね、リコイル制御が大変。はあ。回転してから撃った方が強いな。うわお。君はいいのかい？なんだ？ショックを受けたため、ショックダメージに対して敏感になった。いや、このね、受けるダメージアップ系はね、ダメだと思う、とっちゃ。ジョセフ・デンプシー。あはん？ごめん、何も話聞いてなかった。あー、なるほどね。どっかから依頼されてたわけか。うん。湾曲。スペースオード。
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
You got an appointment?
いいえ。
You're not allowed up with no appointment unless you want to chat with
まあ
some
一応話してみる
boss.
か。
Appointment?
ああ、どうも、セドリックと話をしたい。
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
予約って今取れるのか？
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
まあ説得しとこうか。
Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times, the tips nearly fell off. Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
セドリック・キンキャノン。
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
全部あんま強くなさそうだな。手がかり？
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
下の銃は特注品に見えるな。カスタマイズもしたのか？
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been
おー、
realigned
すげえ
to
な。
better accommodate
そ
a
んなことま
shooter
でわ
with
かんない。
slight myopia in one eye.
指紋を詳細分析。
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
まあ聞いてみただけ。セドリック、ケースはもっと頻繁に拭いておけよ。
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
すごいな。シャワーとキッチンがくっついてるって珍しいね。これ外か。じゃあ喋りかけてみようか。どうも。
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by.
Here for my alibi, I assume.
それは後だ。まず外での意味不明な対応について説明してくれ。
Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black hole birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
スラックの職員とかいう連中が何人か俺に詰め寄ってきたぞと、スラック職員が何人か俺に詰め寄ってきたぞ。ちょっと皮肉っぽいね、真ん中。
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
なるほど、そういうことか。スラックの職員じゃなかったってことね。あんたの発言の意味を履き違えてなければ奴らは死んだよ。そいつらはどうやってスラックの制服を手に入れたんだ？
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with
なるほど、スラックの職員じゃなかったのか。
easy enough for someone to nick a few.
Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
俺をスラックと対立させたがっていた。
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
仕事の関係から見ればおそらく誰よりもルドビゴの可能性が高いな。ルドビゴって誰だろうな。
You said it, not me.
So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector.
With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
まあ聞かせてくれ。
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
それがあんたのアリバイ？マジか。それを裏付けるためにエリオット・ナサーを探したいんだけど、どこにいるんだ？
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
頼むよ、セドリック。あんたの殺人容疑を晴らそうとしてきたのに。
And I appreciate that, Inspector. The fact of the matter is, I know I didn't kill Helen. and I trust you fully and completely to find whoever did. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
うん。つまりヘレンの死はスラックにとって純粋な損失なんだな。
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
うん。何か調べておいた方がいい？じゃああんたが拷問した人は貨物の紛失の原因じゃなかったということだよな。
Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
具体的には何が消えたんだ？それとヘレンの殺害どう関係があるんだ？それとヘレンの殺害どう関係があるんだ？
I'm not sure.
なんで？
I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
そうなの？俺は割と前ぐらいでここまで来たけどね。意味はよくわからないけど、あんたと口論するのは明らかに骨折り損だ。窃盗が殺人と無関係という確信は持てないと思う。そうだね。確信は持てないね。
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. まあ黒幕が誰であろうと行き先は刑務所であってあんたのところじゃない。まあそれはそうだね。You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account. まあすぐに取り掛かるよ。なるほどね。まあ言ってることはまあ理解はできるけど、ちょっと気に食わないな、ストリック。まあ向こう行ってみるか。ブラックホールパーティー。
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
え？
Hey, could I talk to you for a second?
まあ喋りかけてみるか。
What do you want?
ブラックホールパーティーだよな。ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだ、ホルコムさん。
Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
あー、俺は調査官なんだ。俺は調査官なんだ。それも腕利きの。
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
うん。それを言うならお忍びだろ。
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
うん、力になれるかもしれないな。俺はヘレンの殺人事件の捜査をするために雇われたんだ。あんたは頭が良くなくてもいい。正直であってさえくれれば。あ、上かな。
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
そうだな。ヘレンとのピクニックをめちゃくちゃにした理由を説明してくれないか？
Oh, the picnic. Right. I get real mad sometimes. Ugly mad. Something I've been working on, but when Helen said we were through, I lost it.
うん。別れたのか？さぞ辛かっただろう。
Helen meant everything to me. I didn't take the split well. And now I can never apologize.
うん。ピクニックの後は何をしていたんだ？
I got blotto with the other Rangers.
なんだって？
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Drunk is the medical term.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
うん。いい判断だったな。
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
どうして牛を盗んだんだ？
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
うん。捜査党の誰かにそのことの裏を取れないかな。
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
うん。ヘレンには振られたと言っていたよな。その後で頼み事をしてきたのか？いや、まあ、これは明らかに頼まれてないだろうけど、まあ、見つかったのか聞こうか？
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
うん。それでどうしたんだ？
Long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
うん。うん。 なるほど。なるほどね。なんか、あれだね。完全に推理ゲームだね。その話は穴だらけだ。
I've been telling you everything I remember. All that's left is the part where I ran from the pilot house straight to my friend's. I mean, to my refrigerator.
パーティー頼むよ。一体誰なんだ？
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
お、すごいな。連れてきた味方の名前が入ってる。まあ、エイリーに頼んでみようかな。いい調査官に話したくないんだったら悪い調査官があんたの考えを改めさせるかもな、エリー。
You have no idea how long I've wanted to do this. Listen up, Sprat fuck. You're in big trouble.
I am?
Hey, I'm asking the questions here. From now on, you don't talk until I tell you to. And when I do, you better sing like a terror ray.
What, terror rays can sing? When did this happen?
Wait, do they?
この仲間は知ってることを話せと言っているんだ。腕まくりをしてテーブルに何気なく持たれてみるか。
You think you're our only source? While you've been here nursing your conscience, your friends have been talking. And it's not looking good for you, Birdie. If that even is your real name.
俺だってこんなことは好きじゃないさ、パーティー。でもこうなったら彼女は止められないんだ。
You're gonna tell us what we want to know, or you're gonna find out what the inside of Tartarus looks like.
あんたを助けさせてくれ、パーティー。こっちが知りたいことを話してくれ。
Okay, okay. I'll tell you everything.
やったナイスエリー。
Please, don't make me talk to her. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
そんなに言いづらかったか？
I feel like you want me to say no, but yeah.
そうかな？
Definitely made it difficult. Don't get the wrong idea.
めちゃくちゃ親切に聞いてたんだ
Auric's
けど
not
な。
a bad guy. He's just got an unusual job. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
データパッドを見せてくれ。
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
何これ？エレンについてはお悔やみを申し上げるパーティー。
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
ありがとう、見てみるよ。あんたの行動履歴にはまだ空白があるな、バーティー。意識喪失で埋まるかはわからない。まあそうだな。ちょっと脅しておこうか？
I know that. But you gotta believe me. I would never hurt Helen, no matter how drunk I was. You could preserve me in Spectrum Brown and I wouldn't even look at her funny.
けどカットだって暴れるやつだからな。
I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around. In case anybody gives you trouble.
悪いな、バーティー。あんたはかからない方がいい。
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
さて、オリック
Somehow, I
Resto.
don't think the freelancers and sublight agents are staying at the Grand Collection.
寝室レンタルなんてあるんだ。ピッキング？あ、レンタル中ね、今。なるほど。誰かが入ってるってことか。開けてみていいかな。あ、誰もいない。
Hey, pal, over here.
なんかすげえ似てる。けど口が裂けてる。
Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
ビールよりもいい？
Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
それは医学的に不正確だな。
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
バーティーホルコムについてちょっと聞きたいんだが。
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
まあフリーの調査官だ。
I'll be honest. I don't really know where that puts us.
トラブルを起こしに来たわけじゃないよ。話がしたいだけだ。
All right, fine. Yeah, I know, Birdie. So what?
ハルシオン・ヘレンが殺された夜、バーティーはあんたと一緒だった？
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
どうやってバーティーと知り合ったんだ？
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
ブラックホール・バーティーは薬物問題を抱えているのか？
Nah. What Birdie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossed ball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
バーティーに呼吸法を教えたのはあんただろ？
Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
まあ、アリバイの確認はできたっていうことでいいのかな？ルドビゴに報告しろ。報告しちゃうか。すごいな。
Inspector?
なんとかしてブラックホール・バーティーの居場所を突き止めたよ。
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
バーティがヘレンを殺してなかったとしても無茶なことはしていたかも。
Oh, dear law. please tell me there wasn't another woolly cow involved?
ああ、ウルー氏の一件のことを知っていたのか。
Yes, yes, I know about the woolly cow. Constable Keene had Birdie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock. Birdie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, if Keene had arrested him, he'd have the perfect alibi. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
いや、まあでも違うんじゃないかな。
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
パーティーがグランドコロニアルの中にいることを同意してくれたよ。
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Birdie. Do you have anything else for me?
一気に報告することもできるっぽいね。さあ、リッツィオの評価が向上。なるほど、犯人の数だけ、あと3人はとりあえずいるっていうことだ。いや、グッドナイトの意思は違うか。とりあえず2人はいるってことかな。はい、ということで今回はここまでにしたいと思います。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。またよかったら次回も見に来てください。それじゃあね、バイバーイ。